Hi everyone! Today I wanted to go over with you the digraph SH one more time. Remember, a digraph is two letters that makes one sound. So if we look at our digraph SH, remember SH says shh. Say it with me one more time. SH says shh. Good. And we can find SH at the beginning of the word, like the word shop, or we can find it at the end of the word, like fish. Today, we're going to read another book and we're going to go on a word hunt. That means we're going to find as many SH words as we can. So, today, we're going to read a book called Sharon's Shoes. Sharon Sherman lived in a small shack near the seashore. Sharon loved shoes. She had a huge stash of shoes of every shape and size. She had shabby shoes and shiny shoes. She had shaggy shoes and shimmering shoes. She had shoes with fish on them. She had shoes with shells on them. Every morning, Sharon took hours to pick out a pair of shoes to wear. Did it take you an hour to pick out shoes to wear in the morning, or do you pick them out really, really fast? I pick out my shoes really fast. Each day, she put a huge shoulder bag on to go out and shop for more shapely shoes. At the shoe store, she shoveled shoes into her shoulder bag. She brought them back to her shack near the shore. She stashed them on the shelf. She shoved them in the washer. She pushed so many shoes into the shack that she could not shut the door. Look how many shoes there are. She can't even close the door anymore, there's so many. She bought a shed and shoved more shoes in there. Soon, the shed shuddered from all the shoes she shoved in. Sharon did not know what to do with all of her shoes. She shingled her shack and shed with shoes. She used shoes for dishes. She sharpened some shoes and used them as fish hooks. Still, Sharon had more shoes than she knew what to do with. Look at all the shoes in the background. And look, she's using them to eat and with a fish hook too. One day, a Sikh came to Sharon's seashore looking for shapely, shiny shoes. This is the Sikh. A Sikh is like a king. Upon seeing Sharon's stash of shoes, he said, "I have a stash of cash I wish to give you for all your shoes. I shall take them all." The Sikh showed Sharon his stash of cash. Sharon was so shocked she began to shake. Look, the Sikh is going to pay her all of this money for her shoes. What do you think she's going to do? Is she going to sell the shoes or is she going to keep them? Let's see. "Cash for my stash of shoes?" she shouted as she shook. "That sure is a lot of cash, but you live across the sea. How will you send the shoes across the shark-filled sea?" "I shall take them in my royal ship," he answered. "What would a Sikh like you do with all of these shoes?" Sharon asked. "I wish to give them to the poor children across the sea. Their shoes are nothing but shreds. They must shuffle through piles of trash in their bare feet." Wow, so the Sikh wants to give them to poor kids. See the children right here? They don't have any shoes, so the Sikh is going to buy Sharon's shoes and give them to the kids. Sharon felt ashamed that she had such a stash of shoes, while the Sikh's poor people had none. "I should not take your cash," said Sharon. "I wish to give you my shoes for free." "You have showered my people with goodness," shouted the Sikh. We will build a shrine for you in the shade of our wishing tree, for you have made our wishes come true." Wow, Sharon is going to give the Sikh her shoes for free. Isn't that nice? They're going to build her a nice statue too. The next day, the Sikh ship pulled up to the seashore. The Sikh's men began to shovel the shoes onto the ship. Soon all the shoes had vanished, and the Sikh's ship sailed happily away. Sharon went back to her shack near the shore. She did miss her shoes a little, but then she would think of her shrine at the shade of the wishing tree, and she was happy. So in the end, Sharon gave her shoes away to kids who really needed them, and now she has her own statue. Isn't that nice? That's a good ending. So now, we're going to go back to the beginning of the book, and we're going to look for some SH words. Let's see how many we can find on this one page. I think we're going to find a lot. I'm going to give you a second to look at the page, and I want you to see how many words you can find on your own. How many did you find? A lot? Let's see. We're going to go through and we're going to highlight them with a highlighter. So let's see. Sharon Sherman lived in a small shack near the seashore. There's a lot of words in that one. Look, we have the word Sharon. And we have Sherman, that's her name. Lived in a small shack. There's shack. Near the seashore. Now the word sea doesn't have an SH in it, but shore does. So I'm going to highlight the word shore. A seashore is another word for a beach. Now let's go to the next sentence. Sharon loved shoes. How many words do you see in that one that start with SH? I see 2. I see Sharon, and I see the word shoes. Good job. Let's go to the next sentence. She had a huge stash of shoes of every shape and size. So let's see, how many words do you see there? I see she, that's one of our sight words. We should know that word right away. She, and then I see the word stash. That was a kind of a tricky one, but see the SH is at the end that time. And then I see the word shoes. Of every shape, there's another one. And size. Okay, let's go to the next sentence. She had shabby shoes and shiny shoes. What do you think? How many words in that sentence start with SH? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's a lot. I see the word she, and I see shabby, and I see shoes, I see shiny, and I see shoes again. Wow, nice job. We're finding a lot of words on this page, aren't we? Let's see, let's go to the next sentence. She had shaggy shoes and shimmering shoes. Let's see, how many words do you see there that start with SH? Or that end in SH? I see 5. How many did you find? Did you find 5 too? Good. There's one right here, the word she. And then we have shaggy. We have shoes again. We have the word shimmering. That's a really long word. And then we have the word shoes again. All right, let's go to the next sentence. We're doing good. She had shoes with fish on them and shoes with shells on them. How many words do you see there? Remember, SH can be at the end of the word or at the beginning of the word, so this might be a little tricky. Let's see how many SH words there are. I see she, and I see shoes again, and do you see another word that ends with SH? Do you see it? Yeah, right there, the word fish. Fish ends with SH. And then I see the word shoes again, and the word shells. Remember we learned shells the other day? Good job. We have one more sentence. Every morning, Sharon took hours to pick out a pair of shoes. So, how many SH words do you see? I see 2. I see Sharon right here, and I see shoes. Let me highlight those. Sharon. Last one, shoes. Great job. Let's count up how many words we found. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Wow, that's a lot of words. And that was only on one page. Wow. Now, when you're reading at home, I want you to keep looking for SH words. Whenever you find a really good one, I want you to write it down, or I want you to send a picture to Mrs. Clark on Class Dojo. Have fun. Bye.